A little while ago. Hi. Where are we? I'd like to say hi, welcome to the TFYTC, but it's not the TFYTC because we haven't done that in about 18 months now. It's Dave and Emily sat next to each other in the Dave Cave, and John Grieve did a video saying...
Get to know your Transformers fan 2020!
Yes. A topic that's been going on for about 12 years now.
Yes.
Yes.
But this is the 2020 version.
This is the 2020 version, which makes it all the more important.
2.20 version.
Yes. I am sat here in my Obi-Wan Kenobi robe with a very, very, very scruffy beard and my lightsaber in my hand. That's not a pseudonym.
But you wish it was as big as that.
Yes, I wish it was as big as that because I'm feeling very, very cross-continental when it comes to fandoms at the moment because I'm really into Star Wars and I'm really into Star Trek and we've just bought some Ninja Turtle stuff and I still like my robots, which means I'm not doing anywhere near as much Transformers, but we're still doing an equal amount of nerdiness. It's just spreading a little wider.
Diversifying.
Yeah, it's keeping things interesting.
I think you're the only one who's diversifying because I'm just still buying Transformer
You're still
women.
buying Unicron and Tarn, basically.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Tarn is beautiful. He's the perfect Decepticon.
Sick fuck. What? So, lady.
Yes.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
Hey there, you dirty sex boy.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the Transformers listening public?
Not really. Just hi, and we're doing a podcast. Hooray!
How sexy is my voice at the moment?
It's massively sexy, but we're just really lazy. Like, I don't want to go on camera because I'm just a bulbous narwhal, and you're like a blobfish.
Blobfish. Mm-hmm. Yes. Should we do question number 1? Mm-hmm. Go on then.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
If I can unlock my phone. Okay, so John Greaves at Borders Dude.
Borders, dude.
Yeah. Hey, hello. What's your real name?
Dave.
Dave what? Oh, I better not say your second name, just in case.
I mean, everyone knows because I'm on the TFYTC under Dave Mentz, so I don't really care.
Okay, so
I say it all the time.
Like, what's your other name?
Smuz, no.
And
No one anymore.
No, because you're not number 1 anymore.
No.
My name is Emily, spelt khaki-handed.
Emily.
Emily. Hello, Emily.
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 Tell the story very quickly of why you're titled like that.
Or Emily.
Yeah.
Because my dad can't spell.
Yes, that's
Literally what it means, because he's dyslexic. And he hated a girl called Emily. And he was like, fuck this shit. Am I going to call my daughter Emily? I'm going to call her Emily.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just because he spelt it wrong.
I think it's just because he spelt it wrong, but I like to fluff it out with some...
Fine, I like that.
Finery.
Question 2.
Yeah. What's your favourite Transformers character? What's your favourite Transformers?
Optimus Prime!
Optimus Prime!
I know it makes me a viscerally basic bitch, but I just like Optimus Prime. But I like movie Optimus Prime, which no one seems to understand because everyone wants bloody G1 all the time. And it's just... I find G1 Optimus to be a bit two-dimensional. He's a bit bland, whereas I find PTSD war-torn movie Optimus that wants to rip people's throat out and chop Megatron's head in half. I like that Optimus Prime. That's my Optimus Prime. But then that's the Optimus Prime when I got back into Transformers, which is when the movies came along. So the thing that dragged me back in was the movies. I didn't really know that the 86 movie existed until after 2007 when I got back into the Transformers movies, the Bay films. Mm-hmm. And it was only because I fell in love with it, with the roll-up and the anticipation of that I even watched the 86 movie. And the 86 Optimus Prime is a bit kind of...
Fluffy.
No, well, he's a bit cookie cutter. He's a bit like traditional. He's a bit too good to be true. He's a bit Captain Picard. He never really does anything wrong, and he's constantly stoic and amazing and heroic all the time. And that's not very realistic. He needs to be flawed and angry and protective of his people.
And bold, like Picard.
And bold.
Which
No.
technically,
Well,
that's
he
what
doesn't have
is.
any hair because he's a robot made of metal.
Yeah, but he just got his little bunny ears. Bun.
Yes.
I don't think I have a favourite character.
But you do have a favourite species.
Like, I have a favourite species, which is shark. And that means I'll just buy any Transformer that's a shark. Or genderist, where I'll just buy any
Ladybugs.
female robot. But I don't think I've got one particular one. Like, it varies from what's going on at the
Which
time.
I think is good.
Yeah, because, like, at one point I was like, oh my god, G1 looking barricade is amazing. And I was like, I love the toy. I need more G1 looking barricade in my life all day long. And currently at the minute, I'm just like, Tarn. Give me as much Tarn.
Yes,
I need all the
you've got
Tarn.
quite the lady boner for Tarn at the
Yeah, I
moment.
do have
haven't
Tarn. Yeah. Because I was just like, oh, Flame Toys reissue. This has all kicked all these memories off again. Need more Tarn in my life.
And you had to teach me who Tarn was, didn't you? Because I
Yeah.
didn't know. I'd never heard of him.
You never even heard of him. And then when you touch the MMC toy, you're like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
oh, I like Tarn now. He's
That is-
rather sexual.
That is good toy, that is.
It's a good toy.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. So the next question 3, is a favourite figure in your collection. You go first, because I need to go and have a look. You can ramble. and I need to look round. I can't. Ugh.
My Black Apple Optimus Prime.
Is that the first thing that came to your head?
Yeah. And the reason for that is because, so recently, let's say in the last 6 months, I've not got as much in volume as I used to get anywhere near. But the stuff that I've got in the last 6 months is enormous, immense, crazy stuff. And of all the enormous, immense, crazy, like the Gigapower Grimlock and, you know, some quite nice stuff. Sunstreaker. I've never touched Sunstreaker. And Fans Toys, it's not Fans Toys Willis, it's Gundog. But I've never transformed him. I've never transformed Sunstreaker. I've never transformed Ratchet. I've got loads of MP stuff that I've not transformed because I'm quite happy for it to be the little statue that it is. The Black Apple Optimus Prime is the one toy that has not left the living room as part of a little display with him in a heroic pose. He's currently fighting Megatron from the same film, from the forest fight, because the Black Apple one is the 0709 Optimus and not the Dark of the Moon one. And I love it. It's amazing. It just the chesty bits don't quite work, and the truck cab that sticks out from underneath his window tits isn't quite right. But when you take into account that this thing is a transforming robot toy that turns from a robot into a truck, it is about as faithful as you can possibly be without having to sacrifice the transformation to have the physical reality of it.
All I heard then was Optimus Prime, Optimus Prime, Optimus Prime. I hate Optimus Prime so much. I'm sorry. But problem is, my favourite figure is the same as my character. Like, 1 week I'll be totally like, I'm loving this character, run around the house with it and go to bed with it. Not in a sexual way, but just like cuddle it. And then, yeah, like, so the only way I can think of what is my favourite toy is if my house was on fire and I could only save one robot because I'm cradling my cat in my other hand and I've only got one hand free to save something, I think it would be my G1 Misfire because it sums up my childhood. A bright pink boy's toy.
That's a paradox, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've had that since like I
Especially
was a
back
kid.
then.
Yeah. So it's amazing.
Okay.
It's rubbish and I need an MP version of him, I think, definitely.
What's the next question?
Next question is, what else do you collect? Which you've kind of touched on already.
Yes, I'm currently really into model building, but not any model building, just building the Star Trek models. And I very, very nearly spent 50 quid without telling you today on buying a 1537 USS Enterprise, which is a terrible, terrible, terrible goddamn model kit. But someone that I know online has recently tamed it and made it look beautiful. And there's a little part of seeing someone else do it and having it look as nice as it does that just makes me want to do it as well. But I've just built my TOS Enterprise, put lights in it, and so I'm pleased with that. I mean, there are some bits that I'd like to change, and I'm properly loving. You bought me Splinter yesterday,
yes,
which was nice of you. So I've got all 4 of the Turtles and Splinter, which just
by
looks
NECA Toys.
really, really good. And I'm kind of into stuff that isn't Transformers at the moment, not because I'm tired of Transformers, but because a change is as good as a rest. And it's just nice to put the money in. Of course, losing my job also put a bit of a downer on buying toys, because you need to be fairly careful. But yeah, I'm into other stuff. I'm just into other stuff at the moment.
Stuff.
And obviously massive, great, big, oversized third-party toys. Ben's Collectibles.
Ben's
He's going to
Collectibles.
sell me one of his Megatrons, hopefully, one day. But
did you tell me that?
Yeah,
I think you did, yeah. I kind of sometimes wish that we had the relationship where we are scared to tell each other that we've bought something.
Yes,
or
we'd
we
be
have
much better
to
off,
ask
wouldn't we?
the other person.
Yeah.
But the minute we're just like, yeah, I've just pre-ordered this, and you're like, oh, that's amazing, I can't wait till it comes, and I'm like, can't touch my stuff, that's mine. So,
Oh, and lightsabers. I'm really into lightsabers again, aren't I?
yeah, but you've still got the same too. It's not as if you're going to spend.
No, but I'm close, because I need that Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker with the 2 ends, so you can have it just sat on
Two
the shelf
ends?
looking. Yeah, it's got 2 ends, double ender.
It's double ender, like a Darth Maul one.
No, not like Darth Maul at all.
Oh, so how is it double ender then?
Because you unscrew the end.
Top end
So
or
there's
bottom
one
end?
where you can have the blade in, which
Yeah.
makes it look like you can fight with it.
Yeah.
And then because it's a narrow neck lightsaber, you can actually remove the entire top half, replace it so the blade doesn't work,
Yeah.
but the narrow neck looks perfect, so it's actually a replica of what you see in Star Wars. And that's my favourite. That's because I've got a New Hope lightsaber, which was almost my holy grail, Star Wars wise. Mm-hmm. That's no longer my holy grail. And the next,
Okay.
It's not a holy grail. It's really easy to get hold of. Holy grails should be difficult to get hold of. But I want that one that you can get from Disney that I showed you loads.
Oh, that you've showed me a million videos
Yeah.
of people just building them, and it gets really boring after a while because it's the same geeky people go mouth breathing, buying
Yes,
the same
yes.
toy.
People like me.
People like you. What else do I collect? Anything. I just like going through baskets and baskets of cheap shit toys. Like, my current thing seems to be picking up any He-Man monster that looks like it's in a BDSE room. Because why not? Highly sexualized He-Man figures.
Yes.
Anything
Battle
shark.
Beasts.
Well, no, I finished Battle Beasts because I just wanted the sharks and anything with tentacles. So that's pretty much done now. I've got Squid Man, Octopus Man, and the 2 sharky koi carp people. I think that's about it at the minute. I've got... Oh, no, I need to get a bit more of Biker Mice from Mars. Maybe 1 or 2 of the frog people from...
Bucky O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare. Yeah, I don't think I really think of anything else at the minute. Ding dings. I need all the ding dings as well.
That's because you're a weirdo.
Yep. What else? Question number 5. What are you going... Oh, sorry. What are you going... What am I talking about? Are you going to any cons this year? Conventions, Mr. Mentz?
Well, we're quite lucky down here because you've got Rollout Roll Call, which is happening in April, which we've actually cancelled the mother-in-law's birthday to go to. So on the Saturday, it's all about just generally Toy Fair. And on the Sunday, it's Rollout Roll Call, which is G.I. Joe and Transformers. Mm-hmm. And there's talks from people about stuff that's done and stuff. And all the people locally that like silly toy robot crap like we do.
Yes.
And it's just nice to go and meet them. So that's in April. And then we got the Totten Toy Fair stuff that goes on where you can just go down and look at all the nerdy stuff for a day. And
I just like the big table that's just got toys
yes,
just all over
buckets
it. Oh my
full
God, so
of just
good.
plastic
Just
shitty
rummage
toys, and
through.
you just like to dig through them. We always come through, we just spend £2 or £3 on stuff that we like.
We get
which is
loads of
good.
stuff for like £2 or £3. It's
Yeah,
like if
great.
you go to a jumble sale table, and
Yeah.
it's just literally toys piled up on top of
And
each
we
other.
quite like going to the Birmingham
which will most probably...
NEC Toy Fair.
Yeah.
So we'll try and go to the next one of those. And we aren't
booked in for...
booked in for TFN.
No.
Because when the booking stuff went up for TFN, it just wasn't appropriate, and I didn't have a job and all that sort of thing. So I won't be meeting Frank Welker.
Frank Welker?
Pete Welker.
Pete Welker, as I keep
Peter
calling
Cullen.
him. Pete Welker.
Pete, that's your fault doing that.
It just
you dickhead.
makes
You
you
do it all
really
the time.
angry every time I say it. I'm like, do you want to go see Pete Welker? And you're like, who? I'm like, Pete Welker, the guy who voiced Optimus Prime. And you're like, who? And I could just see the rage in your eye, and it just makes me so happy.
So after lots of people sort of knowing me for collecting specifically Optimus Primes, I'm not going to meet Optimus Prime. And we weren't going to go at all, but then some stuff has changed and I got a new job, and the new job, as long as it sort of sticks, is better paid than the last one, frankly, and there'll be some money for us to go up and buy a toy and meet everyone, sup a fine ale, and just go up for the afternoon and say hello and just meet everyone, and then drive home again, or probably go to your mum's and crash afterwards. But
Monday afternoon, it's Salad Fingers.
Because Monday afternoon, we're going to see the guy that made Mr. Salad Fingers.
It's going to be
off
so
of
good.
YouTube,
It's going to be
which
so good.
I'm
I think
really
I'm more
excited
excited about that than going to TFN this
But that
year.
goes along with what we said about not being two-dimensional with our fandom, doesn't
Yeah.
it? We're just expanding our nerdiness.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's about it. That's John Greaves' questions. And we might flash up some pretty pictures to go with each topic, just so it's not just a black screen and some drony old voices. Drony old voice.
So to finish off this, I'd just like to say, like, comment and subscribe. And have you got anything else that you would like to say?
No, I don't. I was going to burp down the microphone, but it didn't come in time. Sorry. Disappointment.
You're a wonderful woman.
I know.